Hi everybody, I'm Louise from Butterfly Dolphin Crochet, and today is the 1st of November 2020. This is my first podcast, and hopefully I'll continue doing them on a Sunday at about 5 o'clock. Hopefully. A little bit about myself. I've just learnt how to crochet during the lockdown here in the UK back in March. A couple of years ago, my aunt decided to teach me because I showed a bit of an interest. Never got into it or struggled to understand how to do it until a couple of months ago, beginning of the year. I thought, I've got some spare time on my hands, I'll actually sit down and learn how to do it. And I've since haven't put a crochet hook down. As some of you imagine, it gets a bit addictive after it, and I enjoy doing it. So I decided to start doing a channel to talk about the projects, the yarns that I use and where I get them from. I will also be doing hopefully some unboxings of yarns in which I've got coming in the mail, where they've come, and what projects I've got lined up for them. Every podcast that I'll do, if I mention somebody in it, I'll link their channel or their pattern within that, with their permission, of course. And hopefully I'll help fellow crocheters to understand and find ways in which to get yarn, patterns, and things that might help them in their crochet experiences. I know that I've only started in the game, so to speak, for 4 or 5 months now, and I'm only just starting getting the hang of things. Also, I'll do videos in explaining the different terminologies. I use a lot of American patterns or people that I know who I will link in future podcasts. I'll hopefully be linking one of the ladies I use a lot in the next podcast with her permission. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. At the moment, today's podcast, I'll be speaking about the 2 of my projects I've got going at the moment. I've got a poncho going from my friend for Christmas, so I hope she don't watch this. Now, the pattern I'm using is by Jayda InStitches. I'll link her video for that in below. It's quite straightforward and quite easy. It's relatively easy, or I find it relatively easy. I've just been teaching my mum how to do it, because that's another thing that I've done in the lockdown. I've learnt how to teach my mum how to crochet. That's been quite difficult, but quite challenging, and I like that challenge. So the pattern is, I'm using Lion Brand Ferris Wheel, and I'm using Evergreen. I've also used this one for numerous other projects, like my dad's pillow, which I'll show you in a later video because that's downstairs at the moment in the front room. And I used the same one of exactly the same brand and colour. The poncho, I've used 2 balls for so far. and this is roughly what it's looking like. It's relatively easy and straightforward. I'll link again the tutorial for that, and I've lost the end of it. I'll put that down. I'll put it down there until later. So this particular one you can get off Lovecraft, which I'll link below, and you can get it off Amazon. Price-wise, they're about the same price on both sites, and Lovecraft tends to do orders free delivery if you over £25, and it does do other delivery options. It's like next day delivery. Like I think it's about £5 if you use DPT, and £3 or £4 if you use Hermes. I always pronounce them wrong, so yeah, I'll probably end up pronouncing a few things different or wrong. Not very good at pronouncing things. And the other project I've got going at the moment is a shawl that I'm making for my nan for Christmas. Now, the yarn I'm using for it is the yarn that actually they recommend. I'm using it out of the magazine called Crochet, or Inside Crochet. As you can see, I've got a couple patterns marked up, one of which being the shawl that I'm making for my nan. Now this is the second time I've read a pattern and actually understood it. So that's another thing that I've been learning recently, is how to read patterns, which is, I am struggling a little bit, but that's mainly because I've been reading patterns in American terms, not in the UK terms. So this is the first one that I've read from the UK terms without a tutorial. The other ones I've used alongside the tutorials that I've got the pattern for. But I'm enjoying it. It's quite nice, and I think somewhere, I can't remember where I put it, I might have to show you in the next podcast. But that is roughly what the shawl's going to look. As you can see on the other pages, that's how big and what it's going to look like. But within this pattern, or for this shawl, I recommend you use Sheepy Secret Garden, which is 60% polyester, 20% silk, and 20% cotton. And they use the colour Picket Fence 734 and require 9 balls to make. The only difference I'm using this colour. This one's called Dappled Sunlight. Colour code 731. Now I've got 9 balls of these. I like this yarn. The only thing I'm struggling with it is because it's such a delicate wool yarn, it has a tendency to break, and I've got heavy hands. I'm quite rough. So for me, the bit that I'm struggling with is being gentle when I'm using it. But I'm enjoying making it, and I've probably only done 20 rows, and I'm taking my time with it 'cause I don't want to break it, because the wool, even though it's a small ball of yarn, and yes, it's got silk in it, but it's an expensive ball of yarn, and I don't want to have to go and buy more, which I might actually do just in case, so I've got backups. Yeah, so this is how big it is. I've just paused the video and got it. So this is roughly what it's looking like now. It doesn't look that big at the moment, but it's getting there, and you can faintly see the rows and the dimensions about it on it. But I think it's going to take me a while to do. So that's the two projects I've got on the go at the moment. Another project that I'm looking at doing is, don't know when to lose that page. It's not in that book. It's in this one. It's should have really looked at this before. Here we go. It's the Grash Market Show. This is a Christmas crochet free booklet that's come with Crochet Now magazine. This one that I've just got, it's a Christmas magazine, so it's come with various different Christmas ideas. And it's got a few blankets in it, which I might. So it comes with different Christmas patterns, which at this time of the year, which could be a good idea for you to start making. And since the UK is going back into another lockdown, I might end up doing them now. So I guess that's it for now, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye.